It's me here. Taking a moment to prepare myself. Hey, I know that was not a great intro, isn't it? Hey, hey, hey. Just as my description says, I am not having a good day. Oh, and by the way, yes, I got stains on my sweater. Oh well. I just hit the point where I'm like, I don't care. I'm just gonna come on as me. Even I probably have somewhat frizzy hair. My sweater's yucky. It's all good. Today was a day that just wasn't great. I'm having a lot of those days lately, and that's not good. Alright, so we're gonna get started. I changed my desk a little bit because I got tired of the paper that was on here, so I decided to remove it. And I just haven't put another sheet of paper. I still have a sheet over on this side. But I just thought to kind of show, you know, this glass mat that I never really talk about. This is an older one. This is from a dollar store from years ago. Stampin' Up! Is looking to make their own. They have. I don't know if it's available. It was available for new demonstrators joining during celebration. And then there's talk of, are they going to bring it back for everybody else to order? Because it'd be great, because this thing's awesome. It's easy to clean. Alright, so we're going to get started with last week's video, which was these two cards that we more or less demoed. And we're going to draw a winner from the comments from last week. These are beautiful. I actually really like these right now. I almost don't want to give them up. They're really, really nice. They're really, really nice. Okay. So we got 3 people who commented on last week's video. I had their names here. Yep, there they are. So let's give this a test run. Okay, and then here we go. And Laura is the winner. I'll be in touch with you to figure out how do I get this to you, one of these cards. Because I have no idea how. So, all good. Anyway. But yeah, I'll be in touch with her. We'll sort it out. So I'm just putting this aside in my mailer slot, which is I got even last week's card I haven't mailed out yet. My apologies, Angelique, but I will mail it out soon. Just been I'm in a funk. Okay, so tonight we're doing my leftover pieces from the card class. So here's all my card classes. I run a card class every month, if you're not aware, and that's okay. And what I do is I always cut a second set for me and prep a second set. That way I'll do a catch-up video for anybody who's missed the class. Generally everybody shows up, so this is just more of a formality, which is all good. But we're going to be making tonight's 3 cards that I designed from the most recent card class for March. If you're interested in my future card classes, please let me know. Canadian only. Because it's just the way it is for logistics. Unless you really, really want in, I can try to help you out if you're outside of Canada. How it works is it's online, how I do mine. There are lots of fun. We usually make 3 cards. Next month we're doing 4. Actually, this month we're doing 4. So I still, April registration is closed. We are doing the Planted Paradise theme. May is available. May is the Reach for the Stars theme. So a spacey kind of thing, which I'm really excited about. June I'm working on. I gotta get something in the works very soon. That way we can move on and have June scheduled. Because I'm looking forward to that one. I'm thinking a mystery thing. Do something different. Alright, so I've got all these pieces. And I gotta remember what's what here. There's a lot here. So I'm just kind of doing a quick look at what I've already made up so I can kind of sort of get a game plan here of where all these pieces go. So I think that's it. So let's just get started. So there's the shopping links on the bottom if you're ever looking to purchase. Just to kind of cap over what products are we using. And yes, my plate does really bring up the light. So let's move it over a little. There we go. That way it's not so lighted. We're using white, crumb cake, and pebble path fresh Freesia cardstock. It got cut off with my text thing. The in the moment stamps, which for the life of me, I really should have that out, and it's not. It's put away. But to kind of already show you, it's got these three. Now, of course, you really can't see because everything's on the lettering on the camera. But we got these three beautiful stamps. We got the lady with the wine. We have the lady sitting by the window reading, not reading, holding a cup of coffee or something. We got this one, which is my favorite, is the lady reading with the doggy, and I added the phrase to it, "You're in my thoughts." So it's a really nice, beautiful stamp set. I really should find it. Yes, let's find it. I gotta be careful because there is Prince Buddy under the table. He's been such a good therapy dog today, giving mommy lots of cuddles, which is part of my delay in jumping on, because big boy is trying to cheer up mama. Alright, I gotta move a few things, because yes, I have everything prepped except for what I actually need. Okay, I see it. Alright, we're getting there. There's the actual stamps. So yeah, in the moment stamps, they're really nice. I've had these for a while. I believe they are finally retiring, which is kind of sad but nice. But that way we're bringing in some new products shortly-ish. Alright, so that's the in the moment stamps. Very pretty, eh? We also have, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is relax. And you're always so good to others, be good to yourself too. Alright. We're also featuring items from the lovely Lavender Paper Pumpkin Kit, which includes one of the stamps, actually, which is just a little something for you, which is this, and some of the paper, because the paper from the kit, this just really worked with what I was planning for this class, so there we go. And then we also have, we've got 3 other types of designer series paper. Like, I went kind of crazy with this. We have Perennial Lavender, which is current and carrying over to the new catalog year, not calendar year, yeah. Softly Stippled and Flight and Airy are both retired now. They're both celebration papers, but very nice. The inks we have featured in all these cards, which I've already done my stamping ahead of time, is Gorgeous Grape and Pebble Path. And then these die cut circles, as we kind of saw earlier, they are the Deckled Circles dies, and they are some of my favorite dies overall. They're amazing. Alright, so there's the product listing. Let's get crafting, friends. Let's actually get on this. Okay, let's start with this one because it's already on the table. This one was an interesting choice of color. It's very white in Pebble Path. I kind of went really dark, but I still think this worked out really well. And everybody loved this card in the class. So start off with a piece of Pebble Path, so 8.5 by 5.5. When you fold in half, you get 5.5 by 4.25 when you fold it, because half of 8.5 is 4.25. It's good to have a bold folder, and this one's got my name on it. And we're doing landscape orientation for this card based on the design. I have here 2 pieces of white cardstock. These are 5.25 by 4, totally blank this time around. And one of these is going on the inside of the card. I've got the Stamp and Seal. My Stamp and Seal Plus, I am out. I have them on order. They're coming. I need them by next weekend, but I don't think they're going to make it. So I gotta make do. I'm not a fan of this regular seal. I don't like it, but I'll make do. There we go. Yeah, I'm just not having a good day today. I think I need to get a new job for day job. Yeah, that's the way things are panning out there. Alright, so we got that. Let's put that off to the side for the moment. And yes, I got inks everywhere. I got stuff everywhere. We're going to do a little bit of ink, though, when we get there. Alright, so then we have a white piece of that 5.25 by 4. And then we have another Pebble Path. This is 5 by 3.75. So this is going to get glued on here. That way we got a nice white border. So let's just glue that now. I like the other side better. I found with the paper trimmer, it kind of makes it one-sided slightly, depending on how it cuts it. That's just my opinion. Alright, so this gets glued on centered. That way there's a nice little border all the way around it. Okay. So far good. Now we got what's left for this card. We get these 3 pieces. So these, and this is the softly stippled Zeta Series paper. Beautiful colors, but for some reason I really gravitated to this Pebble Path look. So these are going to get glued on like so. Now we got a nice little pattern happening and nicely spaced in between. You could put the big one over on the left or on the right, as long as the floral one's in the center. And actually, I want to reverse the direction because that just looks better that way. So once you're happy with the positioning, start gluing. Like, I love Celebration, but some of the products, it's like 2 months, blink, and they're gone. And it's like, yeah, but I want to do more than that. Just readjusting that one, so when I glue this down, I know where I was. I might have got right side wrong, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. It's still a nice floral piece. And I'm sure you can probably figure out where we're going with this card. Ooh. You okay, buddy? Come on. He got, oh, now here's Princess Ivy. So what happened was, there was a noise upstairs. Buddy got super startled and holy crap, and ran out of the room like a tornado. Oh, there's Princess Ivy. I know you can't see her. Come on, say hi, Princess Ivy. Good girl. And now Buddy's back under me. Hi, good girl. Oh, the good kids. Who's my good kids? He was giving me some good cuddles, and I was setting up for the virtual class here tonight. Hey, good princess. So Princess Ivy is 6 months old. Hi, Princess Ivy. Hi. You want to help Mommy? Come on, help Mommy. Good girl. I love Princess Ivy and I love Buddy. Alrighty. So this, which can be colored in, totally up to you. I just like it the whole black and white. So I'm going to get some dimensionals happening here. I know I kind of like cover everything up with my hands, but I'm here, I'm crafting. What matters on a day that really sucked is to be able to come home, hug both my sweeties, have some time with my partner, and you know what? And then come make something. That's what makes this day pretty good still. Among all the stress, problems, stuff. Alright. So I got this, and then I'm going to put this on the right side, that way kind of covering up the thicker panel, a bit of the floral, that way it looks really nice. And then we're going to take the dimensionals and glue that on there, and that is our really nice monochromatic card. It suits my mood tonight, really does. Like, I'm feeling very dark and gray, and I'm going through something. But yeah, like, as much as I'm going through something, what I was just saying a moment ago, what matters is to be able to come home, hug my sweeties, all my sweeties, and try to relax. And then the crafting part too. Crafting can be a really good element of therapy to help relax, de-stress. There's something enjoyable about doing all this that I think that needs to be more often. And there we go. There is a really nice You're in My Thoughts card. You know what? Maybe I'll gift this to me. I don't know. We'll see next week on who selects a card. But yeah, like, this is just really, really nice. Alright, so one card is done. Feel free to contact me if any questions. So let's move on to the second one. My lighting is horrible, isn't it? I could bring that back, but then we're going to get the glare. But you know what? That's okay. I'm going to roll with it. Alright. We're going to leave the last one to last because it's pretty and it's a bit of a different card. So this one, we have Crumb Cake. This is like one of my favorite colors. And this color is great for any season, even Christmas. I love this for Christmas cards. When I'm really stepping up the design. This is like one of the first cardstock colors I bought because I love this color. There's this something about it. So this was 8.5 by 5.5, folded in half, 5.5 by 4.25. And this will be a portrait card. So we gotta do the inside. So we have these two pieces. This one's pre-done. That's gonna go on the outside. That's gonna go on the inside. So let's put that in. There we go. And you can always decorate the inside. I haven't really done it in a while, but it's a great idea. Alright, so we've got this. We'll come back to this in a bit. So we have here a couple interesting pieces, and oh, there it is. I'm like, I'm missing a piece. Okay. So we have this piece came from the lovely lavender paper pumpkin. So this just gets glued on the front like that. That way it creates a really interesting little design focal point just to kind of weirdly divide up. I saw this in the card sketch challenge and I'm like, I love this idea. So I did the card sketch that our team does, and I'm like, you know what? This is going to work beautifully for my card class. And here we are. So that gets glued on. Okay. And then we're going to keep building. So then I got these two pieces here are from the Perennial Lavender kit. Not kit, designer series paper. So this goes on like so with dimensionals. I'm doing that floral side. I mean, I could do that too, technically, but I want a little bit of that purple coming through. Which technically is gorgeous. Grape is the color. If you want to get super technical, because Stampin' Up! Names all our colors. I was watching a video today. And it's a video I've been following, like it's a series that Stampin' Up! Canada did back when our original DDM, Demonstrator Development Manager, was retiring. So he did a series of videos. And through that, on the stream, they had another video that was filmed at the one conference. And ironically, the person who was in the other video became the new DDM. So I thought it was kind of hilarious. But anyway, so she was showing a mock-up, card class. So she's at conference sitting at a table in front of like, I don't know how many, hundreds if not more than people. And doing a mock-up card class to kind of demonstrate, well, how do you do a card class? And it was really good. Alright, so this piece glues on there just to kind of give a really interesting look. And then lastly, this can glue on as well. I'm going to do seal on the one side and then a dimensional on the other to help step it up. And and then she was really good. The lady was really describing, how to do it like as a mock-up, step by step. It's a class, and it was just really well done. So I feel inspired. And then this goes on with dimensionals, and then that is our second card. Pretty, eh? But yeah, it's just I'm trying to figure out my groove, figure out my thing. Ooh. I should be doing a vendor event in person next weekend. The Saturday, April 13th. I need to confirm. It's like, hey, am I allowed to talk about this? Am I allowed to advertise it? So if you're in the Milton area, and if you're not going to Scrapfest, you're welcome to swing by and check out my booth. We're doing a make and take. We're doing Happy Hedgehogs themed. And it's more like a Mother's Day, birthday type card layout. Super easy. These are more stepped up than what I'm planning at the make and take. So if you're worried, no worries. I got you. So this just goes on with dimensionals. And there we go. That is our second card. Very nice, eh? I really like these cards. And we're moving along really, really well, friends. Alright, so the third card is Kuhl. So we've got these pieces. I think I have everything here. So we have fresh Freesia, but this was cut differently. This isn't as long. So let's see the measurement, because I don't remember what I measured. This is 7.5 inches long. Usually it's 8.5. So we're doing something different. And then I scored it, I think 4.25 in. Yes. So the one side's going to be different. So let's give this a fold. So yeah, this is going to look different, eh? So I had to, occasionally I'll throw in a different kind of concept to help spice it up with our classes. So last time with our class, I said, hey, do you want to do the inside or the outside first? Let's do the outside first. And then we confuffled the inside. So we're going to do the inside first now. So we have here these 3 strips of beautiful Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. Isn't these pretty, pretty? So what we, and then of course I love the backing on it too, like fresh Freesia, fresh Freesia. So one of these, we need the slim one, okay? I think, yep. The slim one, and this white piece of 5.25 by 3. So what's happening on the inside of our card, on the full panel here, the 5.5 by 4.25, we're going to put the white piece and the little itty bitty bird piecey. That way, when the card closes, we got a peekaboo happening. So let's glue those in before I mess it up. Once I get my seal to work, 'cause I really don't like this seal. It's not my favorite. Really not my favorite. Alright, so then try to kind of center it, and then on, I want to keep the birdie, so I want to only glue on the pretty pinky side. And make sure it's right side up, ladies and gents. Super crucial. Alright, so there we go. Now on this side, this panel of the birdies goes on, and then we're going to flip this over and put that on. Isn't that pretty? So now you know what our plan is. I'll move that over. I probably should have bone folded that a little more. Of course, it doesn't want to stay closed, but it will over time. So I'm just putting some seal on that. And then again, make sure my birdies are right side up. Very important, people. Okay. And then bring this in. So on the birdie side, I'm gluing. And this doesn't have to be, doesn't matter which direction, but I want this to be that way. And there we go. So far good. And then we have these 2 pieces left. So the circle is going to go on with dimensionals. Actually, both of these go on with dimensionals. The only thing to watch out for, if it's hanging out, do not put dimensionals on the side that's going to hang over, or else it's going to glue this whole thing together, which is not really a good idea. I'm just going to cap this for the moment, because I don't need this for a short. So that, I'm going to cut kind of sort of close to the top. Alright, and then we got this phrase. Just a little something for you. Now, we're going to tear it. So, I'm going to start on the right side. So I got to turn it right. So when you tear out, but not in. So, because what happens is, by doing it this way, you show the texture of the tear, kind of thing. Versus if it's the underside, it's the underside that gets the texture. So this is something that's a little fun to do once in a while, just to create something different. And it's fun to rip paper. So tonight was like, yes, I get to rip some paper. But interesting shape, eh? Yeah, so that is going to go on with dimensionals. Once I find my dimensionals. Alright, and then there we go. There is our 3 class cards. So here is the 3 done, because I do 1 ahead for planning. Then I make 1 during the class, and then there we go. So that's the originals of those. Okay, pretty, pretty. And then the second one, that was the original. And that's one we did tonight, and that's one I did before. Very nice. And then the last one, I changed it slightly from the original. The original one, I didn't have the Pebble path. I didn't have much of it, so I just kind of made up. And the original one, I intended the tear method again, but then I mucked up my prep, so it was like, no, we're going to do rounded edges. So still looks really good. You know what? These 2 look better than that one. But yeah, so there we go. That's our 3 card sets. So very nice. I'm going to do my angel policy stuff now. So let's bring in, yeah, I'll do Pebble path. Suits my mood tonight. So I have this bit set ahead of time for doing the back of the cards. So pull out each one at a time. I'm going to open it up. That way I'm not trying to stamp on a mess. Of course, I still screw that up, but that's okay. There, I have fixed it. Not great, but that's okay. So keep at it. 1 at a time. And we are at the half-hour mark just about. We did pretty good. It's nice when have everything pre-prepped, pre-cut. Makes it so much easier to do a class or a video. But knowing me, I'm sure I'll pull out some Christmas stuff in the short and make another quick Christmas card or 2 or whatever. And then I want to do my animal rescue batch. That was part of my frustration today, was like, hey, like I contacted the rescue again, trying to get a hold of them, the one I wanted to contact. They finally got back to me, and it was like, no, not interested. I'm like, really? You're not interested in the 10 free cards? Really? So I was a little like miffed by it, because I'm like, really? I'm trying to do you a nice thing, and I don't know, that's just... Well, though by then when I got those news, I was already like beyond frustrated about my day job. So yeah, my day job. I need a new day job, guys. If you're in the North Halton area and you're hiring, I'd love to talk with you for office work. I am a skilled purchaser, horribly underpaid, seriously. So yeah, I need a job. That way I can still continue to do this fun stuff. Yeah, today just kind of shoved a bunch of perspective at me, at life and problems, and yeah, I'm frustrated. I shouldn't be frustrated, but I am. It's hard right now. I just don't know what to do. Other than, I keep saying that phrase, I don't know what to do. This is part of my problem with therapy. Like, I'm having problems with my own self-therapy today. It's trying to build myself back together and keep going. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm stressed. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I want more. And I got all these goals I want to do. And I can't seem to get there. And what I gotta do is I gotta sit down and iron out a realistic plan. That's the secret when it comes to stressing that, is sit down, come up with a plan, action steps and all, checkpoints, and stay on the plan, and I will get to where I want to go. But until then, I'm stuck. Alright, so I got all those done with this on the back, which is really nice. And lately for me, yes, we're going to do some Christmas cards because we're only at 30 minutes in, and I feel like that's not enough of a video, even though it really well is. But this is really, really nice. So lots of cards that I may consider donating, we'll see. To where, I don't know. I would love to find an organization that is totally interested. So I'm just going to put these off to the side because we've already seen those for today. Let's do a little bit of Merry Ho Ho because it's just been my avenue lately. And actually, before I grab my baggie of goodies, I'm gonna move a few things because I'm always a disaster in this room. Yeah, you know where to put stuff. I have a whole room and yet I'm still a mess in here. I'm thinking of a song. I'm a mess when we're not together. Avril Lavigne song. I am big on Avril Lavigne the last few months. I don't know, there's just something about her music that's so doing me. So I just took a 8.5 by 11, cut in half. So I got 5.5 by 5.5 by 8.5 by 8.5. But yeah, Avril's music, I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just, it's making me a happy kitty. Alright, so let's pull in my baggie of Christmas. Because I'm still slowly working on all these. My quest of these is 2 a day, as you may be aware. So let's see what 2 themed today is. We got that. Oh, we're going to do different stuff. Cool. So we're going to need the trucking along, I think. Which that stamp is here too. Just helps to keep everything together. That way, hey, I know what I'm working on. Alright, so let's throw that away, away, away. Alright. So one's a portrait and one's a landscape. So I'm going to keep these in view so I can think. Oh, I'm so in a pebble path mood. Alright, let me think. So I got some inks here. I know what I want to use for that. Actually, I know what I want to use. Okay, we're good. So one thing at a time. Let's get some papers. Let me get a bundle of scrap papers. I'm gonna need another scrap paper. Alright, we got some scraps. So let's do up the stamping first for most of these. That way kind of figure out our concept. So let's get a very cute happening. Oh, I'm going to need ink too. Hold on. Welcome to Kitty is a Mess. I'm a mess. No, I want a different color. I got a thing for using up some older colors too, so ta-da. Actually, what is that one? That's orange. One moment, looking for colors. Alright, okay. I'm a mess. Yeah, I'm a mess today. That's okay. Alright, so let's get a bear. Very cute. Very cute is awesome. It's gotta be like one of my best go-to for Christmas. It's more than I ever thought I would be using. And I'm just using some old blue ink that I had kicking around here because I figure I might as well use some up. Okay, there's a bear. Give that a clean. And then little bear. We gotta always give our little bear a scarf because it's so cute. And that's why I pulled out the other color. Whoops, come on. This reddish, whatever the heck this is. Where my word of the year is resourceful, and that's what this is just, especially with the quest of, I want to donate these cards. I'm using retired older materials and stuff because it's a good thing to do. Alright, so Berry Cute is good for the moment. And then, while we're here, we're going to pull out Merry Christmas. And that should fit on that little white slip. And we're going to do one in the blue. And we're going to do the other one in the Pebble. Actually, we'll do the other one in Night of Navy. I think is what we'll do. So, not bad. And then Pebble Path is the second one. Yeah, and this is from one of the Paper Pumpkin kits. I love those little mini ink spots. Super, super useful. And you can buy the refills. They work just as well. So there's the two. Because I want Merry Christmas for both of these. Alright, so then we gotta do Trucking Along, friends. I don't know if you're like me, but I love trucking. Actually, I think there's a little bit of ink that I got in here from at the event last year. That's okay. Alright, so let's get Trucking Along going. So let's get the outline of the truck, and we're going to do the outline in Pebble Path, because I just feel black might be a little strong for today. So at my upcoming vendor event, I do plan to bring Trucking Along, because it kind of appeals to a wide variety of ages, because I think it's great. They're Trucking Along. Now we gotta get the truck's wheels with the gray. And I have ordered a refill for my Memento Black ink because I really, really need it. It took a beating last year between the two events plus projects I was working on, and it was like, whoa, that ink seriously took a beating. Alright, so I got the wheels in the Pebble Path. Try to line up. There we go, not bad. The Pebble Path does need an ink refill. That is in my wish list. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it this time around, but that's okay. And then we're going to do Night of Navy. And I got to try to really ink it up with the body of the truck. And hopefully it'll come through. Because again, that's another one that I need to get refills on, is Night of Navy. So let's go for it with Night of Navy. Hopefully this one is still juicy. If you're having difficulty with the inks, adding a little drop of water can go a long way. Okay, so I got it really as much as I can juicy. Oh, I can't see. Hold on. Okay, here goes. I can't even see through it anymore because it's such a well-loved stamp. Actually, that turned out quite nicely. Not bad, kitty. Good kitty. Give that a clean. That was awesome. So this was Berry Cute paper, or Berry whatever it was. This was One Horse Open Sleigh. Both papers. Okay, Berry Cute. Everything Berry Cute's retired. I wonder if One Horse Open Sleigh is gone. Let me look it up, because this was a really nice. It's probably gone, knowing my luck. Because I'm really curious myself. Da, 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 da. I'll tell you in a moment. It probably is retired. Yeah, it's not even coming up. Yeah. Okay, they're both retired. That's okay. Just thought I'd check in case. It was a great paper, and it was a product. I bought 2 sets, and I used up one of them really well. It was really lovely. It was really lovely. All right, we'll come back to these in a short. We gotta do the back of the cards, people. So, let's get our 2 card bases. Now remember, one's portrait, the other one's landscape, okay? So fold in half. Sometimes the paper makes you think there's like another side to it. That sounds silly. Alright, so the landscape one, we're going to do that nice light blue again. The unknown blue. Because I think it's absolutely lovely. There we go. Give that a clean because I got like a lot of excess ink on there. Alrighty. And then, let's do Pebble Path for the landscape. There we go. And then we can cut some of our papers, the stamped stuffs. Yeah, no, burpee. Too much soda pop. But I love my soda pop way too much. Alright, so let's bring this in. This, I'm just going to use scissors. I'm not going to pull out the paper trimmer just to fancy that up. There we go. So then, these two, we gotta get the hole punches. So let's get very cute going here. That way the inks had some time to, you know, dry a little. Because some inks take longer, and especially if you get really, really juicy. It's like you stamp and you'll do something, you come back in a few minutes and it's still super juicy. It's like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And I get ink everywhere and it looks like a mess, but it makes it quirky, makes it unique. So then trucking along. Line up the truck best I can. There we go. Couple excess pieces, but who cares? So we can start assembling our nice 2 little Christmas cards. Simple and basic. I'm all about simple and basic. It doesn't have to be a fancy, overly elaborate card. Just do something nice. But yeah, I just love this one horse open sleigh paper. That's good. It was a good one. Our online exclusives do come up with some good stuff. So there we go. That's one. Because I do think it's a little bit of blue ink from the events got on there. Oh well. That's okay. Then this one. But the good news is, these 2 papers, I actually have more. I bought doubles of these for the event, so I'm good for a while. Alright, so these 2 are made up. So let's do the polar bear first. And I'm having a moment where I need to wrap this up soon because I need to go to the bathroom. I'm having one of those moments like, no! Oh well, that's okay. I should be okay for a few minutes. So the blue version of Merry Christmas. And I'm using dimensionals for all of these pieces. So very cute. Pull off the white caps. I like to put the bear on the right side, looking towards the presents. And then Merry Christmas 'tis times. I've been using Warm Wishes, but today I was like, no, I want to use Merry Christmas. Just to kind of change it up. So that's one card. Now let's bring in this beautiful one. So we got our truck on the winter road. And then we've got Merry Christmas. So again, dimensionals. For both of these. So the good news is for my upcoming event next weekend, I have enough dimensionals, I'm pretty sure. Seal is a little challenging, but I have some ideas on how to maximize here. And then yeah, I've got lots of paper, so yeah, I'm looking forward to doing my make and take again, because I think they're a lot of fun. Alright, so there we go. And let's get this. Yeah, that Night of Navy kind of really worked with the mountains in the background, eh? Oh, one of these white caps is being a pain. Come in. There we go. Alright, and then we're just about done with these two. We're going to bring in something shiny, a little bit of bling when I find them. So these are the rhinestone basic jewels. I had ordered 4 of these last year for my events. This is the first one that's, I think, nearly depleted, but that's okay. And I just use my nails, put them on there. And I've been doing like 3-ish, wherever they fall. Preferably not on me. No, don't go there. Ah. There is a tool for them, but I just like to use my nails. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to use the tool at this rate. Okay. Come on, flip over. Oh my god. There. Done. Okay. That was a hot mess. Now we gotta do it again. One in the snow, one in the mountain, and then one in the sky. Just something to kind of bling it up a little bit. So there we go. Those are the 2 Christmas cards, because my quest is every day make 2 Christmas cards. So there we go. These are very, very nice. And what I've been doing is go make an animal card. I've been using scraps and they've been working for me. So I'm just going to do a quick, see if I can throw up a half concept here. So I got another white piece of cardstock, pre-cut here, 5.5 by 8.5, fold in half, so it's 5.5 by 4.25. So this is Retired Texture Chic Memories and More. These card kits, actually they're Memories and More packs, not card kits. They're really cool. I'm loving these a lot. So this is retired, but I keep this around for, hey, I'm working on something. I got some scraps, or I want to use some old paper. That's where this stuff comes in. So this one I haven't really used much of, until we get a couple pieces. So I'm just gonna do, ooh, you know what? That just looks good. Oh, even just that alone looks good. Hey Elaine, thanks for watching. Now I'm making too many cards. I was finished at the half-hour mark, and I'm like, I'm just going to keep going. Alright, so I'm going to use that. That just looks nice. This is I said the name a moment ago, and now it's eluding me. Texture Chic Memories and More. I love Memories and More card packs, but that just looks nice, as it is. Alright, so let me pack up some of this. That way I've got more for another day. But yeah, this Memories and More stuff is really great for like scrapbooking and other things, not just card making, because I love some of the grid patterns that they come up with, which are really, really neat. Alright, so let me put that back together. Let me cut that down. And we're going to add a hedgehog to it, but I buried my paper trimmer because I am a disaster when I'm crafting. So I'm going to do a quick pack up a few things. Put the trucking along, bury Christmas away. Those. Because these have a hidey hole. Where do they go when not in use? I am going to need the hedgehogs, which I know where they are. They're down at Buddy level. Actually, I'm surprised he hasn't eaten them yet. He's doing pretty good. He's a good 1-year-old boy. Alright, so so what size is this? This is 6 inches. So I want to bring it down to 5 1/4. So this is the part where I ain't great. So I'm going to go 5 1/2 from there. Take a little off the bottom, flip over, and then 5 1/4, and I should be good to where I want to be. So I've got these strips, and I'm actually starting to keep these strips because I'm thinking of doing more scrappy cards with them. So I'm really been resourceful this year. And then of course these 2 tiny strips I'm going to keep. I know I just said that. Alright, and then put the Memories and More card pack away. That's not the baggie they come in, that's just baggies I have. So I'm just going to use some seal, making a basic animal card. That way I can keep growing to my collection to donate. Because that really is my quest this year, is I want to donate cards. I got all this stuff, I want to do good this year. So that looks pretty already. Like, this just looks wonderful as it is. Alright, but we're not done. So I'm going to do the back. I'm gonna go garden green because I was thinking of doing like the I don't even know what color this is, but it makes you think of Mango Melody, but I'm like no. Let's go green. So I'm just gonna get the back done now. Okay, because the 2 stamps are not really compatible for the shape. I just made it a mess, but that's okay. That's okay. I can always cut it and put it onto a different cardstock if I need to. Anyway, it's worth a try. But that imperfection is nice because we're all human. We're all gonna do stuffs and silliness and whatever. And I kind of like it. So, yeah, I'm rolling with it. Alright. I gotta get my baggie off the floor here. Hi, buddy. You gonna help mommy? I'm trying to pick up the stamps off the floor. There we go. Because it fell. Alright, so let's bring back this. Let's get... I have a thing for the hedgehogs lately. They're doing me. I want to do in garden green. It doesn't match the color scheme, but you know what? It's still going to be nice. Alright, and then on here, stamp my little hedgehog. There we go. I think the green's going to look good. It just, you know what? It kind of works. It's not the same, but it works. Like Stampin' Up! Products, they're really greatly color coordinated, but sometimes close can work, in my opinion. It's like, hey. I lost my train of thought. Like, sometimes it's like, hey, the colors can be so close and good, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It makes it imperfect. Because as much as Stampin' Up! Products are great for matching, don't always have to match. And yes, happy accident. Yes, yes, yes. As Bob Ross says, happy little trees. I love Bob Ross. So I'm just going to do a quick cut here so I can feed that into the hedgehog. Because it's sideways on this one for some reason. Why is it sideways? I don't know. I'm used to like frontal ways, so... Oh, I gotta cut some more. Alright, there we go. So there's my happy little hedgehog. And it's all imperfections. That way... Isn't that just kind of cute? Okay, let's fold that up. Close this up. But yeah, I love the Memories and More kits. They're just so simple and great to make just a basic card. All it takes is cardstock, a piece of beautiful paper, stamp something, and this already has the word love, which is working for me. I'll show you my other hedgehog ones I got here. because I got different. All my animal ones lately have been all hedgehogs for some reason. I don't know why, but it's just working for me. So let's make this little guy stand up. He's so cute. All right, so let's look at the evolution of my scrappy cards. So here's 2. So I have a batch of 10 of these already. This is 2 to add. So I've got these 2. And this was just scraps left over from the one celebration paper from years ago. A couple years ago when I first joined. So then, with the one we did tonight, let me go through my pile of goodies. Because I've got 4 new ones at least. That's where I'm looking. I'm like, which ones do I have here? Because I've been constantly make. Oh, I have another one of these. Okay. I gotta remember, the first 2 I have pictures of. The new ones I don't. Alright, I'm gonna put this batch aside. So that's the first 2. And this is another one that I have made. So just, again, just using scraps. I just love this kind of abstract bricks little thing. And some of the pieces were teeny tiny. And I just kind of make it work. So then I made these ones. It's kind of hard to see, but the hedgehog and the love die from the love of spring dies. I think it's called. The name is eluding me. And just again scrappies. This was left over from that same paper. I had a little tiny piece, and I thought I'm just gonna use them because so what? It may look a little weird, but it's meant to be weird. Oops. Oh, there goes my lettering. And yeah, and this was the Butterfly Kisses paper because I had leftover pieces. And I'm like, there we go. Nice set of 4. So I have 4 here. Actually 8 total. So I'm making good progress towards the next batch. Awesome. So I'll have to find another animal rescue to donate to. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Thank you, thank you. And I'm feeling a little better tonight. I've had a little bit of time to perk up and not feel as stressed, even though today just... is what it is. But yeah, thank you, friends. And we'll have to get Buddy to come up sometime on the video. He's a little camera shy lately. All right, friends. Have a great night. Bye for now.